And what's good, YouTube, man? It's Corey Ratcliffe, and you're tuning in to Corey the Phone Trader channel. We're back with another bang! We took some trades today, man. I took trades in all of my accounts, except for one Take Profit Trader 50K eval, because it hasn't gotten here yet, but it's on the way. And I also didn't trade in my straight to funded account. So we took trades in both of my Funding Ticks 250K evals. We took a trade in the 50K Take Profit Trader eval that we won in a giveaway, and we also took a trade in the My Funded Futures 50K eval. So we took trades in 4 accounts today, man. Two didn't win and 2 did. Just show you guys the trades, man. So as you guys can see, we are on a 5-minute time frame on Micro Nasdaq. Ever since last night, you can look down there at the bottom. Ever since last night, we've been kind of playing around in this these yellow boxes. This is, to me, is considered support and resistance. I could even go way over here, guys. We see nothing but a lot of support and resistance. Wednesday, I did not trade. Market sucked, man. And I said, today, I'm going to try to look for some trades. If I don't see supply and demand, I'm going to go off support and resistance today. Really didn't see any. I seen some flags, but wasn't comfortable with it. I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling that. I'm just going to focus on support and resistance if I cannot find supply and demand. So if we go over here, well, I just want to show you this right here. You see this positioning right here, guys. This long position right here. So the reason why I took that trade is because we came back down here and tapped in this box, this right here. The market at about 7 a.m. somewhere in here. It's about when market open happening. And so I was like, I'm just gonna take a shot at this. So the market came up, and then the market started tanking down. I was like, now the market is respecting this long. I'm gonna get rid of this. The market is respecting this long box, yellow box that I got drawn out. I said, I believe that the market potentially wants to stay above the purple 200 EMA, as you see. I said, what I'm gonna do is once I get confirmation that the market wants to continue up and possibly go past this top yellow box, then I'm going to get in there. So there was news today. Non-farm payroll and something else. The market really didn't move, but here lately, when Nasdaq opening and market opening, it normally loves to take off in a direction. I was thinking that it was going to take off towards the upside, so that's what I ended up doing. So as you guys can see, you see that blue arrow down here? This blue arrow down here, that's when I got in the trade. So I got in right where, right above where that yellow box is here at the bottom. This was my entry right there. And I was aiming for a 81, put a 81 point stop loss in, almost 100 points. So I wanted to give it enough room to breathe, because when market opens at 8:30 Central Time, the market loves to go crazy. And I knew that. So I know I can't have a really, really tight stop loss. I got to have a lot of wiggle room just in case the market do that whiplash. I was willing to take a chance, man. Try to push these things over. As you guys can see, I was in profit. I was in profit about right here, man. It was pretty good. The most I was in profit was about 200 and something bucks. I was aiming for a 1 to 2. This trade right here, had it went my way, which it eventually did, kind of. I was aiming for a $1,000 trade. This was a $500 trade with both these accounts, both of these 250K Funding Ticks accounts, their evals. So it went above it just a little bit, and then that joker just retracted, man. I said, dang it. So that was a dud. I was in profit a little bit, about $200 something, but I'm trying to get better at holding these trades, man, because I tend to, if I don't see the candle doing what I want it to do, I get out and I sell myself short, man. But I'm trying to get to where I'm being confident and just holding the trades and stuff, man. But I held this joker. I was in profit, about $200 something. Yeah, I could have took profit, but I wasn't even at a 1-to-1. I was like at a 0.50. That's a 0.50 shoot is half. This was a $500 trade. I was only up a half. I wasn't even at a 1-to-1. So I ended up taking an L, man, as you guys can see, man. It ended up going against me, but it's all good. So this is the Funding Ticks account. This is the bottom one. On that trade, I lost $494.70. I was done for the day. But now I'm getting ready to take you to My Funded Futures and Take Profit Trader. I traded those together. We're going to go look at those. All right, guys, so we are now logged into My Funded Futures 50K eval. Now, this very first trade that I told you guys about, this trade right here, this trade, I took this same trade with My Funded Futures and the two Funding Ticks 50K evals, both of them. I took this trade with 3 evals, and that trade did not play out. So after this first trade, I was done with the Funding Ticks account. But I really wanted to try to push this My Funded Futures account over. So that means that I had this My Funded Futures account at $51,000. And with this loss, I had it in a loss of $50,500. So I wanted to keep trading with this account to try to push it over. To be honest, I was actually willing to risk that $1,000 with this account. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try to push this thing over. Now, the next 2 trades that you see, I was done with Funded Ticks, but I still wanted to trade with the My Funded Futures 50K eval. I wanted to copy trade whatever I was trading. I wanted to make those same trades with the Take Profit Trader 50K eval, but I had to do it from 2 separate phones. So after I noticed that the market right here, the market ended up coming all the way down here, man, and then reversing on me. I was like, I knew this was gonna happen, but I didn't get in yet, man. So I noticed that the market was slowly coming back up to this yellow square right here. Put that back right there. I noticed that the market was coming back up to this yellow square that I got highlighted. So I told myself, I was like, man, I really feel like this thing wants to push up. And I already had a biased mindset. So I told myself, I'm just gonna wait for confirmation. So I had got confirmation from here, not much, but I noticed that we had got a wick going back up above the 200 EMA. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take a chance and I'm gonna get in for a buy, man, and see what it do. So right where you see my positioning at, I ended up, that was the wrong one. Okay. So I ended up getting in a trade about right here. We can now we can get rid of this yellow square over to the left. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try to explain this the best way I can. So I got rid of the long position on the right hand side because I didn't want it to be confusing. So I'm gonna highlight it. This blue box, right? I mean, yeah, this blue arrow right there. That's when I had got in for a buy, continuing to go to the upside. I was aiming for a 1 to 2. Now, had I ended up getting that trade, I would have made my money back plus an additional $500. So I was aiming to make my money back and plus an additional in order to make that would be a total of $1,000. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take another shot. And I was aiming for this white line up here. This white line, if I go more to the left, is support and resistance of previous days. And so I was like, just give it a shot. And so I ended up getting in this trade, and I actually ended up getting a 1 to 1. So I ended up getting in for a 1-to-1, but as you can see, this red candle right here, it came all the way back down to my entry. So I got in on the small yellow box. Going to the upside, I did hit a 1-to-1, and I put my one, after I hit a 1-to-1, I put it at break even. It came and tapped me out. I was like, man, daggone it, man. So immediately I was like, I know this thing is finna go up. So I ended up getting in again. So the same trades now that I'm taking after I hit the break even trade, I'm taking this same trade with Take Profit Trader. And then when I get in for the second trade to go to the upside, I also took that in my Take Profit Trader account. So I ended up showing you that account, but just wanted to remind you guys that I'm trading 2 accounts at the same time. But Funding Ticks was done. I'm not trading with that no more. This ended up hitting break even. So after my stop loss had got hit, I went right back in immediately because we wicked inside of the yellow box. Might not mean a lot to a lot of people. A lot of people see that as chop zone, but I look for wicks and stuff like that. And then also we are above the purple 200 EMA. I noticed that we're not coming back down. We keep wicking inside this box. So as you guys can see, I ended up, as soon as I got wicked out of that trade, I went right back in, man. And so now that I got right back in, I got somewhere right in the middle, man. I said, we're just gonna do this. I'm just gonna aim for this white line, because as you guys can see, it ended up tapping this white line and then ended up coming all the way back down to my same entry. So I knew that this white line is a huge major support and resistance. I just need to grab my money and get out of there, man. So that was a successful trade, man. I was only trying to go to that white line, and I got every bit of it, man. TP smacked on both of them. So if we go to the account, you'll see that I made, with that trade, I made $333.30. That whole trade, though, I ended up making $800, almost $833. So I ended up making my money back, and then I ended up making a profit of $33.30. So that was a really good trade, man. Now I'm going to show you the Take Profit Trader account, just to show you proof that I did take those same trades that I took with this My Funded Futures with Take Profit Trader. So if we go to the account, you'll see that I made $427.50 on this trade. I ended up getting in a little earlier with this account, and My Funded Futures was a little later, so that's why it's almost $100 difference. So we still made profit. It's all good, man. But those are my trades that I took today, guys. That's what my analysis was, and I just wanted to give support and resistance a chance today, and it worked out, man. We're just gonna come back better tomorrow, try to find some setups. Make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you click that notification bell for more videos. And bang! Corey, the phone trader guy, coming out, y'all. That's gonna do it for me, man. Make sure y'all lock in and tap in, man. And you know the motto after every video. In 3, 2, 1. I holla! Peace out, baby. Until next time, deuces.